don't know. We don't know. Maybe that's what everybody is singing right now. Clear the road for Super Eagles of Nigeria. You're welcome, of course, on the cruise show. How we do here on Melody 100.7 FM every time, every day, of course, from 6 p.m. on to 8 p.m. In the first segment on the cruise show, you know, it's always about sport. It's sport. And today is not just sport. Today we're talking Super Eagles. Today we're giving you live, of course, some of the live feeds, of course, as it happens. But right now at halftime, Super Eagles of Nigeria still 1-2 up. And the second half is about to kickstart already now. But I won't be doing it alone today. I've got my brother here with me, the Sport Bam Bam himself.
Yeah, good evening, Daniel. Good evening to all the listeners out there. It's nice to be on the program today. It's a lot to talk about, but the most important thing is the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He has arrived there against Benin Republic at the U Stadium, currently 2-0, but the situation is still very much dicey. It's a lot to talk about. I mean, when it comes to it, I was going to delve into it, but it's only the introduction. It's nice to be on the program. Bobola, go for me. Yes.
Well, this is the voice of your sports here. You know how we do it here, definitely. We try as much as possible to ensure that when we have a live match going on like this, we make it more about the game, especially this one is Nigeria. It's one of ours, and we have to actually give it all the attention it requires. First 45 minutes we've seen. The second half is just getting on the way now.
Yeah.
It's not... We should be happy about the goals, but then it's mixed feelings.
Yeah, first of all, the most important thing in every football match is getting the goals. That's how you secure all 3 points. But then, Pep Guardiola would always say one thing. He says the main thing about football is play, possession, and position.
Yeah.
Now, we've played.
Have we seen that today?
Yes, that's why I was diving in there. We've played. In fact, we're still playing. But possession, are we there? No. Positioning, yes. That's, tactically, positioning, we're there. But possession is, for me, one thing the Super Eagles lack. Yes, Benin Republic coming to this game, fine, they've conceded too, but you can see the possession style. You see them start from the back, they string passes among themselves. Now, I would always say that just that thing, possession, that's what the Super Eagles need.
Yeah.
If they can have that on board, they're a perfect team. But first of all, 2 goals from the passionate Victor James Osimhen.
2 assists from the same player too.
2 assists from Chukwueze. See, Chukwueze is one man that we're missing.
Okay, now sing. sing.
See, Chukwueze is one man that we're missing.
Lukman Ademola is not in the game today.
Maybe he would have started.
Chukwueze got the start.
Exactly.
2 assists.
Now, it's for me a blessing in disguise. Honestly.
Okay, so we are beginning to say maybe Lukman is overrated?
No. Lukman is well played, not in his position. Chukwueze, I say right now, is the only right wing that we have that can actually attack.
Those crosses were perfect.
Yes.
Those passes.
Exactly. And he can attack with his left foot. Now, if a player that plays his dominant foot is the right leg, it's not going to play perfectly on the right side because all of those cuttings, trying to dribble. Look at the pass. One touch pass. He gave Victor James Osimhen. A right foot player playing at the right wing. He would struggle a bit to give that pass actually. So Chukwueze, now he's finding his form. He needs to understand that right now, just like Wabali, maybe there's no other person that can play that position better than me. But Benin Republic almost scored right there. That was a shocker. But then he needs to understand that I'm the only one that can play that position. If I give my 100, I would always get the starting place. And he did today, and he has done in the first half. I mean, the match is not over.
But is this not safe to actually say the performance we're seeing today is more like do or die performance where every player is just kind of turn on the beast mode when they know that it's all important game? I mean, should we actually say this is what we're going to be seeing going forward? Should Nigerians actually buy this kind of performance and believe that, this is the Super Eagles we want to see? Because whatever happens today, if the game goes down the way it is now, with all the results going on everywhere else, we're going nowhere.
Yeah.
Should we be impressed with this kind of performance coming this late in the qualifiers?
Well, in terms of performance,
because I see you beginning to sing praises of,
side players. Yeah. I don't think we should be impressed with the performance, but we should be happy that they are scoring goals.
Oh God, come on! We
played 9 games like before now. We played 9 games. How many goals did they score? They didn't score. I don't think they scored up to 11 goals before now. You understand? In fact, this is the first time, or maybe the second time, they are scoring 2 goals in a match. I don't think I remember the Super Eagles scoring 2 goals. In fact, maybe even 3 goals. It's been a long time we saw them score 3 goals. So one of the things that we should be happy about is scoring 2 goals in a match. That's one thing the Super Eagles always suffer for. But in terms of play, in terms of the way they are playing right now, I don't think it's the best performance. In fact, the fact that they are winning doesn't mean that they are playing the best thing. In fact, this is still the same Super Eagles I see. It's just a silent man that have come on board to give assist to the strikers, and we know how dominant Victor James Osimhen can be. I mean, there's a dog in the box 18 half. He knows how to fight inside the box, and he just did that. So I don't think the performance has changed. It's just the fact that it's not lucky, but one man that understands the job of creating is on board today, and he's creating. He's not selfish. He's not driving in. He's just doing what he's supposed to do. That's Chukwueze, creating the goal, creating the assist, or giving assist to the fox in the box, who we know as Victor James Osimhen, of the fighting spirit of that team. Yeah.
Okay, so you're believing now, because we're looking at result, of course, with South Africa and Rwanda, still 2 goal hop right there to South Africa. You've said about the team. Are you saying that Aden Lookman, Victor, and Simon up front is a bit too crowded, and we don't actually have someone creating?
Yeah. Okay. So I think goal for Nigeria, one more, 3-0 for Nigeria. Or rather,
the goals are coming in now, but it's a little bit too late in my opinion. Because we should be excited that we're scoring, because Benin defeated us in the first leg. Yeah. Right? We lost to be in the first leg.
2-1.
Now look at us in the second leg. Scoring goals when it's too late. The Nigerians are not celebrating this. I don't know if anybody said, because the games that matter right now is South Africa.
Yeah.
Of course, we know eventually we might be talking about, playoffs and all of that. Should CAF go ahead and
with the Eritrea,
if that goes that way, but that's a long shot. That's a long shot.
Okay, so you were asking about the situation of who, if playing Osimhen.
Who was that again? Was Osimhen. That Victor Patrick again?
Fantastic goal from Victor James Osimhen.
My goodness.
Fantastic.
Should Nigerians get the feeds of this? Oh my God. Let's let you hear the feed.
You think? He managed to dip down and get that ball into the corner, and well, Danjinu had absolutely no chance of getting that one. 3-0 Nigeria. Perfect start to this second half.
What a performance from the Galatasaray striker.
I don't know how we're going to say it. Victor James Osimhen again. In less than 52 minutes, 3 goals. Yes. I think this is one of his best performances for Super Eagles.
Definitely.
But it just happened on a very bad day.
It just amazes me. What an error.
Let me be what managers will be right now. Where have this performance been all this while? We couldn't even score 2 against Rwanda. We managed to get away from Lesotho. Now look at what we are doing to arguably the best team in the group, Benin. 3-0 inside the first 52 minutes.
Now they are doing the job, creating.
But
now,
too late.
Well,
I mean,
the Eritrea situation.
No, don't even take us to that long round.
Yeah,
because I feel that's actually, in my own opinion, is not going to put us in a merit place where we feel like we had this World Cup because we deserve to be there. We rather, if we go through that channel, then we will be a team at the World Cup because another team didn't get to be at the World Cup. Because another team is not, how do I put it, fit enough to go play international games. And I don't think it will be fair to take points away from teams that are actually at 21 points. Yeah. Because when you look at groups like Burkina Faso at 21 points.
22 points.
You look at Congo has 19 points. You look at Nigeria, we've only got 17 points with the win we have now. Cameroon will be having 19 points. Cameroon are actually one of the teams that this will affect. Niger Republic has 15 points. Eventually Morocco will actually, let's say Morocco made it through already. Yeah. But look at this one. Gabon
22.
Gabon 22 points.
4 goals. No. Wow. Moses Simon was close right there. Was close to scoring a fantastic goal.
Rambam, is this not what we've been talking about since that we have quality in this team?
Yeah, we have quality, but it's just too late that they are bringing up all of this performance. I think, honestly, Yes, if we had done this maybe in the first 5 games where we had Victor Boniface
If we had actually
in the
defeated
lead
South
of the
Africa,
attack.
we won't be here today.
Yeah, at least, I mean, the first 4 games that we drew, we should have at least won one of them, even if it's going to be that bad. But then, would I say it's too late?
Because I feel like this game is going to end like maybe 5-6-0, the way it's going.
Yeah, because the momentum is high, and the Super Eagles...
The fans are behind them, really.
Yeah, that's what we want to see right there. But then, let's just see the aftermath of all of this situation, because I know that we're still going to look back and still talk about the second goal.
Come on, the goalkeeper has been dramatic. I don't think there was actually a touch there. A yellow card for Samuel
Semi Ajayi,
right
yeah.
now.
And it's nice that we have Semi Ajayi back. Honestly,
yeah. The defense is better now.
Very solid and composed.
Yeah, he plays more like Tosin Adarabioyo, very calm and slow. And
the height.
And the height as well.
So he's like a tall and a short defender. So the equation is balanced, not Benjamin Frederick and this other Calvin Bassey. Ekong, for me, is tall, but he's always G3. Yeah. But this man is very
calmness to that back.
Calmness and composure. Maybe we miss him in the last or the previous games right there. But then it's nice to have him back. But 3-0, I think I'm actually very surprised that the Super Eagles can actually score like this. But,
I mean, look at them.
But when you look at the quality of Victor James Osimhen, I expect that. I know that he can always put up.
And that's a World Cup player, for God's sake.
Yeah.
That's a World Cup performance. That's a player that should be playing at the World Cup. You know, going toe-to-toe with the great players in this world. But if everything goes down the way it's going right now, because the news is still the same thing with South Africa, it's still 2 goals. They are still leading by 2 goals in front of their fans. I don't think they are going to budge. There's no way they're going to concede any goal or lose this game or even draw.
But I just think Nigeria taking second in the group. Actually, when the draw was made, every Nigeria, they know that it's only a South African team that would give us that tough test. Although it didn't turn out to be like the way I expected. I expected that Nigeria should be able to get massive 3 points. Maybe as South Africa, we should be able to at least get a draw. Or if not...
But look at us.
Yeah, but then... Although it's still the same equation, because with all of this performance, with the standards right now, is South Africa first, Nigeria second, which everybody definitely would know that, okay, at this point in time, they expect that Nigeria should be second or maybe first with South Africa, because we know how they have improved. We know how tough they were when we played them in the AFCON. In fact, it got to penalties that it was the goalkeepers that had to do the job. So, at the end of the day, it still did not change the ideas of people. Maybe Nigerians would have expected that Nigeria should be at that position where South Africa is, maybe 18 points, then South Africa coming second. But then, it is what it is. If you don't do your job early...
Am I the only one who feel like the goalkeeper, Stanley Wabali, needs actually a serious monitoring?
Towards the end of the game...
Does he have an ego problem?
Towards the end of the game, I saw when they were going to go to the locker room, so when the ref blew half time, Victor James Osimhen was calling all of the players to come together to the middle of the pitch, and I think the goalkeeper had an issue with Calvin Bassey, and even the skipper Tristan was trying to tell him to calm down. He was still agitated, and I remember early in the game too, when they were close to scoring. That's Benin Republic. This man, the captain Wilfred Ndidi, was trying to talk to him, and he used his hand and he shaved him off. I don't think that's not respect.
Because I feel like
you don't do that on the pitch. You need to calm down, because fine, the man or the Benin Republic player elbowed you, but still you don't have to react.
To be calm.
You are supposed to be focused on the game. Teams like this will give you the antics. They will frustrate you. They will do everything. They want to play on your legs. If you get a red card now, it's 10 against 11. 2 goals is not enough. Anything can happen.
Doesn't take time.
It just needs to calm down. I think maybe some of the senior players, the captains, the coach, they have to talk to him and probably just lessen his ego right there.
Seeing this performance so far now, everybody, people don't know what to say. They feel like, the goals are good. Victor Osimhen is beloved. Fans love him so much. Can imagine what he's going to get after the game. People will be shouting his name, and this kind of win will give them something, with the fans. The fans, they get to go, clap for them and say, okay, we'll see whatever happens from this. We've done our bid. But do you actually think this team is in the right place? Should we eventually say we are going to the World Cup? What do you think we need to fix with this team? Because we've seen a very good performance so far.
Yeah. So
see Simon coming to the middle, drop the ball, good ball. Oh no.
That was close. And also this man being brought back to the team. Say this and see. I think he's been fantastic at the left wing. Natural left footer. Yeah. We've been struggling because having Calvin Bassey play on that position when it's not actually his position. Bruno Yimichi, these guys are right footers. Okay, Bruno Yimichi is a left footer, but Zaidi Sanusi, I think his experience at that position has actually helped him. Now back to your question that do I think this team it's just creating. That's the problem. Now, midfield will bring you one thing, assist and stability, composure in the park. You can't hold possession. I talked about play, possession and position. You can't have possession if you don't have a very good midfielder.
Yeah.
Or three, let me say two very solid midfielders.
That can actually control the tempo of the game.
Yes, control the pace. Now, if you look at it, who has been doing the job of creation? The first goal was the right wing.
Yeah.
The second goal was still the same man, Chukwueze.
And then the left wing, the third goal.
The last goal was a free kick because it was a cross head. So maybe let's assume that if there was no free kick, maybe the third goal wouldn't have been there. But it was from the attacker who did the job, who understood that.
The goals actually came from the right people.
Right, yes. He did his job. So we're supposed to be doing the creation. Midfielders. And who are the midfielders in this game? Indeed, it will be, and let's say Akko Adams because he's playing as a supporting striker. But who has to do the job? Somebody from the right wing, which I feel like somebody from the midfield is supposed to be doing that job. Now,
Samuel Chukwueze has been subbed off.
Yes.
Or Olusegun.
Yeah, Olusegun. Yes. So maybe he's trying to be tactical. Now he wants to keep the goals because if you notice the trajectory of Nigeria, conceding goals late,
very late in the game.
Yeah. So maybe just trying to keep composure right there. And I'm trying to check the player. Okay, Olusegun can play as a right from the left right back.
Right back, yeah.
Yeah, he can. Is good defensively. Now coming back to it, midfielders are supposed to be doing the job. Now he's an attacker that did the job for them. So going to the World Cup, or if probably Lookman was on board, maybe we would have seen that shiny light of Chukwueze.
Yeah.
Because Lookman is all about attack, but Chukwueze understands that as a winger, you can also create too. So it now depends. And I don't blame Lookman for thinking that as an attacker he needs to score. So it's just a very dicey situation, honestly. One thing I think we need to work on moving forward is midfield. Because without midfield, without supply, how is Victor Joseph Osimhen? Victor Joseph Osimhen can't get the ball in the middle of the park and cross it to himself and head the ball. You understand? Somebody has to do the job. Hence why he's been giving thumbs up to. If it was Lookman that was on the ball, I don't think he would cross that ball to Victor Joseph Osimhen for the second goal. He would have tried to do one of these two antics, and I understand that he plays with his right foot. So a lot needs to be worked on when it comes to creation. And yes, using strikers as number 10, I don't think is the ideal, because Akko Adams, if you look at him, is also eager to score. You need an ideal midfielder. I don't want to score today. I want to create. This is my job. Indeed, it will be. That's one thing I love about it. It's not even after scoring. He wants to create. And I think that's what I expect from a midfielder, rather.
So far, 62nd minute right now. Nigeria 3, Benin 0, the same way. Of course, in the South Africa game, we also let you know that it's still 2-0 in favor of South Africa, the 65th minute for South African game. And Somalia and Mozambique also. Mozambique is defeating them by 1-0 in the 63rd minute as well. And Botswana is playing a 2-2 draw with Guinea, Bissau, and Uganda is defeating Algeria. I don't think Algeria cares. They made it already.
Yeah, and Uganda, they need to fight for the second place. And that's one of the things that would affect the Super Eagles. Even if the Eritrea issue comes on board, Uganda winning,
it's bad.
It's still going to be bad.
It's bad business.
Yes.
So that's one thing now, because they had one thing that is actually not affected. If they pick the maximum 3-point against Algeria, it will mean a lot to them.
Yeah, because I think they'll go on to 20-something points. Yes, 21 points.
Yeah, they are safely at 21 points as well.
21, and we have Gabon too that is on 20-something points. There's also a team, is it Burkina Faso on 21 points? So when you look at it, and it's 4 teams that goes to the...
4 teams goes to the qualifiers, to the playoffs.
For the playoffs, so it's still very much dicey there. So then let's see what the aftermath will be. I still think
It's
if
just
they
so
keep on
sad
going-
that we are leading by 2-3-0 and we are not feeling it. Everywhere feels cold, fans on the field as well. I mean, I don't see so much of cameras going to them, showing them they're excited. I'm sure they're on their phones checking the South Africa game and just hoping that the one that just score one and bring the tension on. Because all they need to do is just score one, tension will be on with the South African side.
Yeah.
But as it stands now, going to the 70 minute already, and it's still 2-0. I mean,
This situation reminds me of 2010, how Nigeria qualified. I think it was against Tunisia.
Yeah.
That was how they were struggling. Nigeria played the Amavubis of is it Rwanda? No, not Rwanda. They played Kenya. Kenya scored first. Nigeria equalized, and I think it was Obafemi Martins. Then they scored 2-1. And Tunisia, right there, they lost their game, and Nigeria went on to qualify. You understand? But this time, if Tunisia had won their game, then they would have qualified. But this time is a different scenario.
This is the case.
Because South Africa right now, they are winning.
South Africa just need to do their job.
And they are doing it already.
They are doing it already.
So-
If it was 1-0, we would still be saying, oh, something can happen.
They're 2-1. Once it gets to the 70th minute,
And it's still 2-0.
I mean, you start to think about it. So,
All we just need them to do is a draw.
yeah. And
Because as it is now, Benin are hard as a threat.
yeah.
As it stands,
Even in fact, on goal difference,
on
they are
goal
off.
defense, they are house as a threat. So South Africa knows that the enemy now is Nigeria. They are away from the first half.
I'm certain that there are people that are stationed
Yeah,
to be checking for updates.
They're telling them
Maybe
that
the likes of Good yes, the other man from Enugu Rangers.
because seriously, it's I don't know how to celebrate this. Yeah, we are saying Super Eagles, doing this great performance tonight, and I mean for some minutes now, it's been all Benin Republic playing. Oh,
In terms of possession, they've actually had a solid
yeah.
possession, but it's just their defense. I think their defense is really terrible, and that's one thing that really
our
affected
midfield is
them.
actually very, very bad because the balls are not actually coming from the midfield.
Yeah, long balls or maybe from the wing.
From the wings. Look at the midfield. It looks like someone
Isolated.
on that side. Yeah.
One person is down with the defenders, the other person is in the middle of the park. But Akko Adams, who is supposed to drop a bit for Osimhen, is up close to Osimhen. So only Didi against three midfielders, it's going to be tough, definitely. So we're not supposed to be surprised.
And not like the playoff is actually going to be a walkover. So when people talk about the playoffs, people actually think the playoff is actually going to be an easy one. We're going to be playing international opponents, intercontinental. I think that's what playoffs will go to, and I don't think it's going to be very easy for us either. So not getting the job done today, it's
every team right now, if you're in Africa, even if you're in Europe, you just pray to be at the first place.
Yeah,
Just first place.
because that's Lukman Ademola there.
It's surprised that the camera is on him.
He's looking fresh because he's looking all what's happening with South Africa. Look at the goalkeeper. With all that stretch, look at Sterling Wabali. That was almost a goal.
It was close.
With all that stretch, couldn't touch the ball, and a corner kick now for Benin. Let's hear what's happening here.
The goal now would just give the visitors a lift and maybe get Nigeria feeling nervous again. Corner comes in, but it's poor, straight into the arms of Nwabali.
You have to say on that ball across the box there, Bobola has to be doing better to claim, because he's very lucky that there wasn't a striker or forward on the end of it to tap it in.
I'm not sure we're ready for the World Cup. Are we ready for the World Cup? I mean, if the worst happens today and we didn't make it to the World Cup, can we at least say there's some good signs in the game? Is there any? Can you actually say there are some takeaways from this game so far?
We have one of the best strikers in the world.
We know that already before now.
Yes.
So far, he's scored 6 goals in these qualifiers.
Yeah.
As it stands. Okay, so we know definitely we have one of the best strikers at hand.
Okay, so
But-
do you mean positive and
Yeah,
negative?
but what are the positive things actually? Aside, because all the
South
3
Africa
goals.
new right
Oh,
now.
God.
It's,
Why did you have to say that?
it's a very sad situation right now. South Africa 3.
Oh no, South Africa just scored the 3rd goal. Oh no, sorry Nigerians.
But then we're talking about the positive. Yes, we're talking about the
And this,
positive.
I don't think it's a goal yet.
Well, let's see what's happening there, because I mean, from the
I
update,
don't think it's
like
a goal yet.
it's looking like it's a goal for them. Right there.
I don't think it's a goal yet. Oh, it's not a goal.
Okay,
It's not. It's
that
not
wasn't a goal. Yes,
It's still 2-0.
yes.
So
It's
Nigerians, let's still keep the hopes alive. South Africa is still 2-0 up, not 3-0.
Definitely.
So we need Rwanda to just score 1. Oh no, it's back up.
close.
I don't know. I think it's a go. I think it's a go. We are not doing this to you at home. We are not just doing this to you intentionally. It's just what the game is going right now. It's a go.
Yeah, 3-0.
3-0 South Africa.
Yeah, just really sad. But then, yeah, take homes from the game. I think we have quality attackers.
We know that already, right?
Defenders. I think we have.
Because why I ask you that question is, these 3 goals came from 1 player. The 3 assists came from 2 players. And aside these individuals, is there any other players actually you've seen in this game and you feel like there's a good sign there?
Yeah, Benjamin Frederick. That was one fantastic defender. One for the future. Definitely, when these sets of guys leave, I know that we have a captain, a leader in that team, in Benjamin Frederick. Only 20 years, and he's putting up this kind of performance. He's played number 6 position. He's played the right back position. And right now, very solid at the right back. Although the moving forward is not there, but he's doing his job as a defender. So I think he's one person that we can always look at and say that this man is up there and he's going to put up very top performance in the future.
Okay, you talk about performance, talk about the future, let's talk about Benjamin Frederick. We've known that it's something we know with the Super Eagles. When players just got the opportunity, they always impress. But somewhere along the line, you begin to look for them. He's not going to be the first one to actually come up and give us a very good impression until later. And you begin to wonder what's actually happening, because if there's any player now, in my opinion, so far they are showing us the live score with Rwanda and South Africa. It's just very funny. South Africa is just watching Nigeria to play their game now. You score, we score, goals for goals. Are you saying, because we just experienced the Flying Eagles at the ongoing World Cup where they are already out. We look at the Flying Eagles very well, and we can maybe pick a player or 2. Where I don't actually see them making it into the Super Eagles team. You talk about future. That's why I'm saying that. When we talk about future, we talk about Benjamin Frederick. You talk about, the likes of Ndidi, whether we like it or not. This guy looks old to me already. Because you look at the way Ndidi is playing already, it looks old. We might say the likes of Alex Iwobi is still young, Lukman Ademola and all of that. But in terms of the midfield, where we have big question mark right now. Because so far, it looks like Iwobi is not in the game.
Yeah, being quiet.
Being quiet. Is that
Oyedika.
Oyedika?
Yeah.
Is that
Oyeka, Frank Oyeka.
Frank Oyedika? Was it him I saw now?
Yeah.
I mean, why didn't he start? I mean, I feel like that's the proper midfielder.
A profile DMF, but sometimes you need a leader. And one thing about Ndidi is, for me, it brings that composure, whether you like it or not. It might just be quiet in the game, but in terms of composure, he's always settled.
Okay, coach is making substitution now. I think this is Saidu
Zaidu
Sanusi coming up for
Oyemichi.
Oye. Okay, and Adams also is out.
Yes.
So we have Oye Amiechi Bruno and Onyeka coming in. I think that there's going to be a more better football now, because I feel like
Zaidu Sanusi is because of the injury he had, and it's just very sad because this man is just fresh out of injury and now he's going back to that world. I'm even very, very concerned about his club, his club situation.
Because he wasn't able to play the first one due to injury, and now he's fit and he's ready to play again.
So it's just really sad. And Akko Adams, I think he has played his part. Definitely, the manager must be thinking about sealing it.
So the manager is pushing, it will be higher up now.
Definitely, as a number 10. And I really want to see how he would fare. Because he needs to start thinking about this number 10 position. Because now, he's not even thinking about defense. There's Frank Oyeka there. There's Wilfred Ndidi.
Yeah, so your thing now.
Exactly. And this is where I think he performs very well. I'm surprised that we've not seen a midfield of Frank Oyeka, Ndidi, and Iwobi. Why not? Let's try it and see how how creative
I think maybe because the manager feels like whatever happens. They've got the result already. So let's try whatever we want to try. That's why he's trying some of this thing he's trying. Because I feel like if we actually have played that midfield partnership against maybe last South Africa game, maybe we'll have a balanced midfield. Because what I saw with Ndidi is a player that is hold. Not hold like so hold, but I feel like a player that's actually had his time and deserve a little bit of,
excuse from the national team.
Yeah, not so much excuse, but just trying to see his future now, trying to see who is going to take over from him, from the bench. Not relying on him as we do. Look at the way the ball is going forward now from Oyeka. That's a cross from Bruno. Might be another goal from Bababa. Oh my goodness. Was that a first shot for Alex today?
Yeah, first shot. And a fantastic one from Victor Osimhen, trying to give an assist.
Down.
Yeah, so I think, yes, spot on. The manager might just be thinking, let me even try it because there's still a future afterwards.
I thought I saw a 3-1. South Africa is still 78 minutes. The goal is still 3 goals to nil against Rwanda right there. Mozambique also playing a 1 goal to nil against Somalia. Nigeria, as you know, 3-0 at Benin against Benin, and of course 2-2 all draw with Botswana. Uganda is not doing us any favor. That's if we get to go to the playoffs. They're also defeating Algeria right there by 1 goal to nil. And earlier in the day, we saw Gambia defeated Seychelles 7 goals to nil. I mean, it's been long since we saw our Super Eagles do that.
Sao Principe.
Yeah, that was when we scored 10.
Third, yeah. But Seychelles, for me,
I think they're a tougher team.
Tougher team than Sao Principe? No, Seychelles would actually have Sao Tome and Principe for barbecue chicken.
You're sure?
Yeah, so I don't think they've ever had they had a win in their last. Was it their last game? They scored a penalty and they are last on table.
I want them to be very strong, all like a wrestler the way they play football.
Who is that?
And Seychelles.
Okay. Well, Sao Tome and Principe, I think they got their first win in these qualifiers. In fact, even in football, because it was a penalty and I saw them celebrating. Last on table and they were happy. They just needed that 1 or that 3 points to just take back home. But comparing Seychelles and Sao Tome and Principe, well, I don't think they are miles apart.
Yeah.
They are close. They are pretty close. But I think Seychelles are really a better team than.
Everybody has actually been roasting them since they
haven't lost.
Kenya defeat them 5-0. Ivory Coast 7-0. They've been collecting it everywhere. 7-5, 5-4.
It's easy.
Even Burundi gave them 5. So I think they are like the scapegoat of the group. But so far as it stands, Nigeria, I mean, I don't know. Should this game end like this and South Africa, of course, goes on to win? How will you feel today? Disappointed or?
Well, I don't think so. I don't think I would be disappointed because right from time I knew that it was going to be dicey.
Okay.
I knew that the situation wasn't in our court.
Is Victor Osimhen okay?
He almost got
because
it.
I think Galatasaray will be looking. Are you normal? Maybe this kind of future for this game.
So I think yes, I'm not going to be surprised. Honestly, I think the team they did start well.
Coming up with some very good crosses.
Yes, very good crosses. I think the team did not start well.
Let's go. Oh no,
that was close. From
handball. Is this something we actually have to talk about too? A lot of controversial situations in the qualifiers so far, handballs, offside, and all of that. We don't get to still see VAR in CAF. CAF still don't know. I mean, we saw VAR at the WAFCON, didn't we?
Yeah.
How come we can't see a VAR at the qualifiers like this?
Well, I think they might just be looking at the fact that the WAFCON, AFCON, they are a global, more of a global competition.
And these are more like qualifiers and
qualifiers. Qualifiers is just, I mean, let's walk it through.
So once the goal goes into the net and the referee said it's a goal, there is no need to be.
But so far, the referee has been decent. I think he has actually managed the game. quite well.
Yeah.
I mean, his calls, his cards, he's been keeping his cards in his pocket. He's been quite solid, honestly. So, I mean, no room for complaints and all of it. In fact, the game has not even gone awry. The players have been comporting themselves. I mean, just few of our players have been having sign issues. But then, honestly speaking, I think the referee have not done bad, and it's been going really well, Daniel.
But how do you compare the game since the introduction of Onyedika and Bruno? How do you see the game so far? I feel like the midfield is balanced, and then they know the strength of Bruno and Simon. The two guys know actually how to partner in that side of the pitch.
But then I think the momentum is different. Starting a game when
oh my God, look at that midfielder.
Fantastic. But then it would
come on, the referee should have blown that. Okay, now this is.
It will be.
It's just so good to watch them play some football now. I mean, I've never seen them like this before. Oh, Victor is down. Victor Osimhen might be injured. The way it looks now, he's down.
Maybe just really tired. I think at this point in time, it needs to be soft up.
don't
Try a
think he's
new
tired.
player. Maybe even Aruko Dare can come on
yeah.
board. Yes, don't stress him. He has played
Because
his part in this one.
the game is no more in our hands, and you don't want to risk players getting injured on this one.
But then, yes, you are going to be talking about the fact that
The game has changed since the introduction of.
well, I think there's a different momentum when you look at starting a game is different, and winning 3-0 when you know that there's nothing to lose at this point in time, it will be different. I mean, you come into the pitch without any pressure. So, hence why I feel like the guys that are coming in, Frank Oyeka, a couple of other players have come in, they are playing with lesser pressure because they understand that, we are winning. In fact, South Africa, they are definitely on the bench, they will be checking the live scores. So, they'll be like, South Africa also winning. Let me just go there and enjoy myself. You get? So, there's less pressure. They know that right now they are on the verge of qualifying. South Africa on the verge of qualifying. I mean, what's all to play? But let me play. Let me just try to improve myself and probably just have a few clips to watch back later on the green, white, green jersey of Nigeria. So I wouldn't want to compare the situation of the introduction of Frank Oyeka, Bruno Yebichi, because we've actually seen them play the Super Eagles. And when they started it was a town hall, different from Bobola Blue. You get it. It wasn't that anything was special in it. So I think it's just a different momentum, different timing. The fact that 3-0 and the team right now
So
are
they feel
dominant.
more confidence, and everybody can just show their quality.
Exactly.
Well, maybe we should just a little bit away from the Super Eagles, because they're actually not the only story we have today. But we just had to do it because the game is live and we are here, and we thought it would be very good to give you, live update as the game is going on. But something in our local league. Let's talk about Kano Pillars incidents.
Yeah.
We saw something I didn't expect we will still get to see in the MPFL over the weekend in the Kano Pillars game against the Shooting Stars.
Yeah.
And what I saw, I don't know how others see it, but what I saw was Renders was way beneath what football has become now. It was at the final whistle, I guess,
Yeah.
that everything, all hell broke loose, and fans came into the pitch, and players and officials were, assaulted. Now, the FA, NFF has gone forward, the NPFL has gone forward, and they've been penalized. We've seen them right there. You know, one of the penalties is 9 million naira.
Yeah, 9.5 million
penalty fee to be paid, and then they will not be playing at home at their stadium because there are a lot of issues about security. And I saw this situation as well. I was wondering, where are the security here? There were no securities. I mean, if they said there are security, what I saw there were maybe all these para officials for law enforcement agencies, and it was beneath the MPFL, was beneath Nigerian football. It wasn't a picture we want to see out there. Do you think that kind of punishment is actually enough? Is actually going to send a strong message? Do you think is what they actually deserve to get, or they didn't get enough punishment for that?
Yeah,
Because life could have been lost today.
Yeah, and first of all, we thank God that no life.
No, we thank God for that. But when we talk about responsibility, when we talk about punishing people for not doing what they're supposed to do, we're actually supposed to face a square and headlong. This is something very bad. 9 million naira penalty fee. Now going to be playing on their home stadium. Will this now they're playing at Castina, right?
Yeah, Castina Stadium.
Will this be enough penalty? Because to me it feels like when you do something wrong, all we are going to do is just to take the game away from your fans. The fans don't get to see the game. Are the fans responsible entirely?
Yes, they are responsible, definitely.
No, but I think the team is responsible for the fans. Oh my God.
Well, in that situation, now one might try to look at it from different perspective.
Because it's an open stadium, there were no security.
No, there were security members because I saw the game live. There was a time that a player tried to run into the pitch, and
if that kind of thing happened, it's as good as there's no security. When it happened with 3SC and Ikorodu last season, it wasn't even, I don't think it was as bad as this.
Well, now, let me try to shed more light on this, Daniel. Okay. Honestly, the Sani Abacha Stadium is, right now in the APFL, is a team that has the most populated fan base when a match is going on in the NPFL.
Don't now, Kano, for goodness sake.
Yes, exactly. So, when the issue happened, when fans, for me, I don't think even if that situation was going to be curtailed by the security, I think they would have had to, maybe if the fans were like 20,000, they should have had like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 security members.
At least a minimum.
Yes, in that situation. But I don't blame the security because the fans that came out that came out from the stands, there were too many. And you know one thing, you have to be very cautious. Security members would have to be cautious. You don't release bullets, you don't do certain things because it could actually affect the lives of those fans. Because later on, the tables will twist. You get, so I'm not going to entirely blame the security officials.
No, I'm not blaming security officials. I'm blaming the management of the club.
Okay.
They know the capacity of the stadium. They know the fans that actually came into that stadium that day. Maybe because we are not like the international football that we see that they are going to know how many fans are coming before the game. Because this ones, they will have to buy the ticket on that day. So it's as they are coming in that they are counting them. 5,000, 2,000, 3,000. Now, maybe they didn't prepare for the security, but as they've now got to know, because this incident happened at the end of the game. We saw it in the Premier League and other football, like the other elite football. Once there is a sort of tense environment on the stadium, you see security start running out. You see the way the policemen will start coming to the field, and they will be taking round the stands, facing the fans. The security will not be facing the stadium. They will be facing the sound, watching the fans, saying, I got eyes on you. So whoever first throws something, they can see that person. So it makes it very impossible for the fans to even say they want to do anything, because if violence is going to happen, it's not going to start from 5,000 people at a go. 1, 2, 3 persons is going to first start taking the step, leaving their seat, approaching the stadium before everyone else will see them. So all they have to do is keep eye, sending up to get security men, agencies, officials to round the field. I don't think they need 1,000 security.
Well, I think in Europe, trying to compare Europe with this situation.
No, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying.
No, you brought an analogy of Europe.
Yeah. Yes. Saying, looking at that, because if we see it and they are seeing it, NPFL organizers and management are seeing it as well. Management are seeing it as well. They know how it's been done. They can't say they are just looking at Europe and not doing anything, not copying, not seeing what they are doing. No, they are learning from what they are doing. Yeah. And what I'm saying is that if you see what they are doing in Europe, you're supposed to be taking out. If we can't do like them, how can we learn from them? Have you ever seen any NPFL game where you actually see security agencies coming to the field and facing the fans and standing? Well, or now you just see them walk around and just...
The problem is how many times do we even see the games? But that's even on the other part. I entirely don't want to talk about the security agencies in this situation. I think even the management, even as fans, we need to try to curtail our emotions. That's another thing that we need to talk of. Personally, if as a fan, what is in your mind because we didn't get a win, you're going to hurt somebody, I don't think that's really good. See, in fact, in Europe, when things like that happen, is it a celebration? Maybe Leicester City or the time that this team defeated Manchester United, fans really come out to be happy. You understand? In fact, even security agencies are not being able to control the situation because fans are always excited. They don't attack players. that was the same situation, but in a different POV. Let me put it like a point of view, because the fans, they wanted to attack the referees and they wanted to attack the players or shooting stars. So I don't entirely want to blame. In fact, the management, you wouldn't want to prepare for something that is abnormal. Why would you be preparing for trying to what? You can be preparing that, okay, just let's protect these players in case anything happens. But then you're not going to be prepared that fans will want to injure players and all of it. Fine, you have security agents because anything can happen, but no management will think that, oh, a fan wants to, because absolutely we all know that it's not right. So I think in terms of the fact that they are not going to be playing on their stadium, it's the best thing, because this is not the first time we're seeing it. Over the years, Kano Pillars have always had these issues back to back to back to back. Now, maybe when they are not in their stadium, they would understand that, okay, we can't actually just encroach on the pitch of our neighboring sides. You understand? So I think the decision, because there's also the part of the referee too, because I felt like some of those calls, I think it should have been better. Yes, I said it on Monday that if I was in the situation, if I had a proper look and the proper eyesight of what happened as a referee, because I felt like one or two occasions the referee saw the whole situation, I would have blown maybe for a penalty. But then, you see, I don't like to put myself in situations like this. I'm not a referee, so I can't actually speak as a referee. But if I was the one, honestly, I would have blown a penalty. And the situation of the red card, because the player took his leg close, very high, close to the head. In fact, he hit the player's chest. That's the shooting stars play. So it's just a whole lot to bother. But then, it never warrants violence. It never warrants violence. And one thing I think is, fans, we need to curtail our emotions. We need to start, calming down and see that this football game, fine, it boils down with emotions and all of it, but we need to calm down and just enjoy the game. It's only the 8th, match day 8th. Who says you can't go on to win the remaining and eventually win the MPFL? So I think a lot has to be talked to or talked upon when it comes to we the fans, how we approach games. You understand? You know, Ibadan, they would always say Ibadan game out, but they know Sabi fight. It's better. Don't even hurt people, because once you hurt, you are definitely not right. So that's what I think as regards the situation, and the MPFL coming out, and also the general manager in Ahmed Musa coming out to apologize and saying that what happened is absolutely not the right thing. Yes, I think it's a big win, and hopefully we don't get to see a scenario like that. And I hope the players of the 3SA are fine. And certainly, I know that they should be back to their camp, because after 2 days, I know they're going to travel and all of it. But we just hope that everything will be fine and nothing of such would happen again. Because I was watching the game live and I was so disappointed when I saw the situation, Daniel.
Okay, now, because I'm trying to look at the numbers here. You know, according to FIFA actually has what they call FIFA Stadium Safety Guidelines, and it says that one security personnel is per 100 spectators, a minimum. One security personnel per 100 spectators, a minimum. So when you have, for example, a stadium of 10,000 fans, you need at least 100 security personnel. So about the UK Safety of Sport and Grounds Guide says is 1 per 75. One security personnel per 75. Now CAF and NPFL, they don't have a fixed public number, no fixed number of any security. So what I'm trying to bring out from this is that FIFA has a safety guidelines for security and fan safety in the stadium. The UK that they look all the time, because all of them have one Premier League team they are supporting or the other. They all have a clearly stated safety, what they call UK at Sports Ground Guide. They call it the Green Guide. They have one security personnel per 775, spectators. But CAF and NPFL don't actually have any numbers specifically. All they just do is, they said in practice, about 100 to 150 police and stewards for an average of 300 to 500 in case of high risk. Now, when we say we don't want to talk about details, is why we actually are where we are today. These things, we are not the first to start doing it. Nigeria has scored 4 goals.
Yeah,
who's the fourth?
I'm trying to check the name of the player. Franco Yeka was the man that got to go. Moses Simon assists arrival.
Oh, that's 2 assists also for Moses Simon.
Yeah.
Well, Nigerians is still the way it is. South Africa has ended their game.
3-0.
The way it is now, all hopes are
on the second place.
Let's
see what happens and what pans out.
Well, Nigerians, it is what it is. It has come to an end. South Africa game and Rwanda is 3-0. South Africa now is celebrating. I'm very sure they are celebrating. They are going to the World Cup. It's official. I mean, we are the only one now who has to
We're going to see the FIFA president come out tomorrow and say, welcome South Africa.
Welcome, because they're actually a very big family. They are a big lover of South Africa.
Yeah, CAF president is also
from South Africa. Nigeria also has finished their game against Benin, and thank God to Algeria. Maybe we don't know. I don't know if they will say they have helped us there, because Algeria scored a draw, got a goal. It's a 1-1 against Uganda. Should in case we start looking at the second place and the points they are saying, we are hearing rumors that will be deducted, goes on to be deducted, but I fear that will happen. Nigerians, it's I really personally wish we are celebrating now, but it is what it is. We are not so much celebrating. It's mixed feeling instead. Yes, it's mixed feeling, but whatever happens, we got to win. Yeah. It's been long since we see that kind of emphatic win, 4-0. So between now and tomorrow, there will be a report from everywhere. There will be permutations. There will be updates. CAF also, we will be tagging them now on X. CAF, what do you say to this and this and that and that?
Trust Nigerians.
Trust Nigerians.
Especially when we have scored this massive goal.
Yeah, because our friend, talk about Victor Ademola, was specifically asking the manager, that what we need to do is get goals, and minimum 3 to 4 goals, and we got 4 goals. And manager actually said to him that he doesn't know about those kind of permutations. All he cares about is getting his side ready for this game. So we actually, Nigerians, maybe all hope is not lost yet. Yes, we don't want to say it's over. There's still a way. Bam will maybe explain to us when he's finally done with the meeting with CAF. He will come maybe tomorrow to explain to us how Nigeria might still be going to the World Cup. So in case you are just there thinking, oh, it's over, we are saying maybe, we are not saying outrightly, but we are saying maybe it's not over yet for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The chances of making it to the World Cup, maybe it's not over yet. But on that note, yes, we'll be wrapping up the first segment, of course, of the cruise show. But I'll give you the result of games that have been played so far in the evening. South Africa played a 3-0 victory over Rwanda. Probably gives them the ticket to the World Cup already. And Mozambique, of course, defeated Somalia by 1 goal-0 as well. Benin Republic came to Nigeria. We gave it to them 4-0, but I don't know if they are celebrating that. Talk about Nigeria. Guinea and Botswana, 2-2 draw. Algeria and Uganda still 1-1, 95th minute. Let's hope it ends that way. And the rest of games that will be coming up today by 8 p.m. Sudan will be taking on DR Congo. Gabon will be taking on Burundi. And Ivory Coast will be taking on Kenya. Nigerians, might want to pay attention to Gabon and Burundi game, because we need that as well. Should Gabon go on and win that game, our chances will keep going down. Yeah. Ivory Coast will be taking on Kenya. Morocco will be taking on Congo. Senegal will be taking on Mauritania. Those are games that actually will not mean so much. But so far, as they stand, officially, I can tell you Egypt is going to the World Cup. Senegal is going to the World Cup. South Africa is going to the World Cup. And Cape Verde, they are actually the smallest country in Africa that will be going to the World Cup. It's a history one for them. A country of about 550,000 people going to the World Cup. Morocco going to the World Cup. Ivory Coast, yes, they are still open. Yeah, because as it stands, there's only 1 point between Gabon and Ivory Coast. So there's still a war there tonight. And Algeria, yes, they are definitely also open that if the game ends the way it's going, they are going to the World Cup.
Yeah, it looks like the guys are really happy. I think, it looks like they're really happy. Maybe
The body language looks not so condemned.
Yes.
But the way I'm looking at Bruno,
maybe because of the 4 goals. Because I saw it one time that if the Super Eagles can be able to score 4 goals,
that's what I saw too. I was what Victor also told me, that if we can be able to score
4 goals, yes,
we will be in a very good place to fight for the playoffs.
Yes, because of the Eritrea situation. That's why, because 2 points will be deducted from Nigeria, and that will be 15 points. And every other team, because most of the teams, the likes of Gabon, a couple of
so
other
we might
teams,
be going on a goal difference.
Yes, the likes of Gabon, because they defeated those at their last place.
They had 6 points.
6 points. So 6 points deducted from top.
That's not fair. In a way, because you look at the way Gabon has worked really hard. You take away 6 points from their 22 points, potentially 25 points. I don't think it will mean much to them. Gabon will actually make it. Should they win tonight, they will have 25 points. But you know what? That's calculation and permutation. I will leave that to us. We will go do the math for you. We come back tomorrow morning, and of course evening, and on till we get the final update from CAF, and as it's going on. Up until now, as it stands, if we go by the numbers, the Super Eagles of Nigeria are not in a good place, but we will say they are not going to the World Cup. But let me just take a bow out on the show this evening and hand you over to Bam Bam to take you on in the rest of the show. You know, it's Cruise on Melody 100.7 FM. You have just been part of that show. I'm yours, nice and faithful, Daniel Adeyebi, your sports CI, saying, see you in the morning. Bye. Bye for now.
From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 7 p.m.
Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody.
100.7.
And guess what? That striker's he makes his way around the back. He's
100.7.
hold off his defender and make sure that he's holding his defender in front of him almost like a shield, so he stays onside. But then he judges the flight of the ball.
100.7. 100.7. 100.7.
100.7. Melody.
100.7. Newest radio station is 100.7.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself
standing in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
Cause you burn with the brush flame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name.
Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
Cause you burn with the brush flame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
And you'll be on the walls of the Hall politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers, be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, standing in the hall of fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the cross flame.
It's my Echo Room 2.5 live pack set. Let's go. They find me for court all alone. Now me they dance on their grave, you know cause industry machine, I don't come follow no. Challenge me and see, you know cause I so much. Let me they find me for court all along go. Now me they dance on their grave, you know cause industry machine, I don't come no, follow no. Challenge me and see, hey, hey, hey. Challenge me and see, hey, 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 hey. The many way don't come, they don't see. I don't ever. Industry machine, I don't come, follow no. Challenge me and see, hey, hey, hey. Bad times, bad times, bad times, bad times, bad times where I pay bright price. But the women where I follow, they do me one kind. I no blame them, I've been there poor. Sakpa don't care, he dey mundo. But now, I dey fire like I'm Legolas, Legolas, Legolas. The king of my hood, I am the principal, principal, principal. My pain is all over now, I make my mommy proud, because I dey fire like I'm Legolas, Legolas, Legolas. Yeah, Legolas, Legolas, Legolas. Full-time daddy in my house, big time hobby to my mom. I don't turn a see my papa and I need a pattern up. I had to loosen up, Kala please, save. Take away some money, let's protect your soul. I know your guys are much, use your head they talk to. I know say now the same thing they beyond Jesus. If I listen, will I have my galacticos? Fast boy, replay, Shaba, AG, Abbas, maybe they show me shaking. But when they get the room, my name is coming, they will make it. I keep on very thinking, Canada, me this I told you. Charlie, I'm crying, according to your girl. There are times where I pay price, but the women who I follow, let me do me one kind. I don't blame them, I've been there poor. Sakpa don't care, they wouldn't dance. But now, I dey fire like I'm Legolas, Legolas, Legolas. The king of my hood, I am the principal, principal. Hey, my pen is all over now, I make my mommy proud, because I dey fire like I'm Legolas, Legolas, Legolas. Hey, hey, Legolas, Legolas, Legolas. Hey, hey, Legolas, Legolas. Isabella finish me because money no dey and no fit me talk. Isabella cause before my Indomie no get titles. Show promoters label me a fraud. Don't let him perform. I just figured, I'm the firstborn. I just figured, I'm the firstborn. I just figured, I am the firstborn, no. Bakali, Rochi and Fanta, Katali, Cream and Kanka, hey. Deliverance, so, hey, hey. Like I said, the machine, yeah, yeah. Even for overseas, oh,
he will never let me go.
Oh, the more you dey sleep, oh, Holy Spirit cover me close. Now I wage war. I go wage war. Now I wage war. I go wage war. Now I wage war. I even arrange war. I arrange war. Now I arrange war. You not only wanna be me, I am who they think they are. Upon all their coup d'etats, I'm the one who led the charge. Kalana, you crash the charts. Everybody for it from up the swag. Even if they lie, they know I'm the guy. Everything I have, I know they wish they had inside. Down to my shima, with only one glance, they fist off their cigar. Match my cigar. Baba Bobola, like I know. Which person won't test my cancer? Which they won't show their power. Jesus say my back in my corner. I'm talking like a langa. I'm the evil in this forest. Use my boot to cause their paper. All my goals are shown on premier. I know, defend the block, I'm there. Even for overseas, oh baby.
He will never let me go.
Child, oh the more you dey sleep, oh.
Holy Spirit cover me close.
Now I wage war. I go wage war. I wage war. I go wage war. I wage war. I even arrange war. Now I wage war. They not only wanna be me, I am who they think they are. Upon all their coup d'etats, I'm the one who led the charge. Kalana, you crash the charts. Everybody for hip hop of the swag. Even if they lie, they know I'm the guy. Everything I have, I know they wish they have inside. Down to my shima, with only one glance, they fist off their cigar. Mash my cigar. No hawk like I'm sure which my see one test my cancer, which won't show their power. Jesus in my back, in my corner. I'm jogging like a langa. I'm the evil in this forest. I use my wood to cause their paper. I show them premier. I know, defend the block and babies, even for overseas, oh.
He will never let me go.
Oh, you know you don't see me.
Holy Spirit cover me.
Spanish music.
Eager fire, my body in particular. So you could down nobody money my Adiza. Hold up, I believe all of the money my Jimina. Hold up, a party, you know go the Iga Mekamina. No, show me your body, we got this all the money for the door. Yeah, Monica, make I know the money time for your door. Finally, yes, I got reached the thousand man of the door. Yeah, Monica, make I know the money time for your door. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Telling me things, yeah. She go to telling me things, yeah. She go to licking my brain, yeah. She go to licking my brain, yeah. Monica, take it easy on me. Make you no go kill me. It's your body, they do something. Baby, I chop on my money. Show me your body. Monica, Monica, make I know the money tell you for your dog. Finally, as I don't use me, cause I'm on the door. Monica, Monica, make I know the money tell you for your dog. Oh no,
Alright, it's another beautiful time to talk entertainment on Melody 100.7 FM. You know how we do it on the Cruise Show. The first segment for sports, which Daniel and I just did justice to, talking about the Super Eagles. Yes, they defeated Benin Republic 4-0. Alright, there Victor James Osimhen scored hat-trick. And also, we had Franco Onyeka score the last goal for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now, the whole situation looks dicey, but then this is the entertainment segment of the Cruise Show on Melody 100.7 FM. I don't always do it alone. I've got my mama this time, not Sheila. I mean, let me call you mama.
It's cringe. It's cringe to call me mama, Bobola.
You know if you want me. If you want me now.
You 60-year-old man. Who be born you? No, you be my grandpa Leo.
How are you, Z? How's everything?
I'm doing good. Hasn't been a bad day. Good evening, everyone. It's good to be here again.
I mean, it's nice to see you. I mean, where you
again. I'm
flashy.
loving this jacket. No, for real though. I'm loving this jacket. Oof. I need to copy this jacket for real.
I mean, you can go on our Facebook page, and you see my jacket, top notch, brown, looking all classic. And yes,
you should have like your own merch line for real. I think it would do really well.
Oh, okay. I mean, not bad. But how are you doing? Did you see the Super Eagles game?
Are you trying to embarrass me on air?
Okay. Mention two players from the Super Eagles.
What are you trying to do, Bobola?
I just mentioned two.
That's what I'm saying. What are you getting at? Do you think that you can get to making like you want to make me look weird online? Is that the point of this? Is this what we are here for?
Okay, so you don't know Super Eagles players.
I did not say that. I did not categorically say
okay, mention one of them.
I don't have to mention them to put my knowledge.
Well, it's nice to have you today. I mean, it's a lot to talk about.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Akim Bobola, Egun Femi, welcome aboard. Alright, Z, let's start from this story. Reality TV star Natasha Akide, popularly known as Tasha, has concluded a 24 hours Guinness World Record attempt for the most makeovers done in a single day. The media personality wrapped up the marathon session at 8:30 p.m. on Sunday at the John Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History in Lagos, the same venue where she began the challenge. On Saturday, recall that Tacha experienced brief technical issues, including a mini power outage during the early hours of the attempt. Despite the setback, she remained undeterred, maintaining a brisk pace and completing makeovers on 145 models comprising both men and women. Alright, the models, which included influencer Michi, Venita, Apofore, Wani, and Andy, represented diverse body types and skin tones, showcasing Thatcher's versatility and speed under pressure. Alright, let's talk about it. Yes, Thatcher world record season in Nigeria. Recently, we saw. Why are you smiling?
Should I be frowning?
I don't know. It's so suspicious.
Should I be frowning?
Don't give me that look.
I don't give you a look. Don't look at me.
I mean, why are you looking at me like that?
How did I look at you? Please, people are listening.
Okay, so I mean, let's talk about the fact that.
Take care, young man.
Okay, I'll be calm.
Uh-huh.
I mean, don't look at me like that. Let's talk about the fact that Tacha completes 144 makeups in 24 hours to set new Guinness World Record. Recently, we saw Hilda Bassi cook jollof rice for everybody.
Yes, I didn't get to eat.
Yeah, touch us. We know the Lagos now.
What do you mean?
I mean, let's talk about the fact. I mean, impressive one from that lady.
Right.
Yeah, what do you make of it?
I mean, to do, full makeup on 115.
44. Yeah, to be precise.
Oh wow! I thought it was 115, right? So 144 people. I think that's impressive. I really do think that's impressive. And somebody had done it before. Yeah, I think that was the person that did 113 or 114. So there's been a previous person that did try to get that, and she beat the person. So she has set the new Guinness World Record.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to admit to this on air, and I'm like a bit ashamed, but
why?
I had no idea this was going on.
Are you serious? But when it was Hilda Bassi, you knew?
Yeah, I do, right? So no shit to touch out, but
so it wasn't popular. That's what you're trying to say.
I didn't say that. Why are you trying to back me into a corner today? First it was the Super Eagles thing or whatever thing you were asking, and now you're doing it again. Take care, young man.
Okay.
Be very careful, lad.
All right.
So as I was saying, no disrespect, because I pointed at you there. But I'm saying that the only reason why I even knew that this event took place was when I saw the interview that says, "Oh, like why didn't you, do it, in London?" She was like, "Oh, she was doing it in London, but like it wouldn't have given her the vibes that she was looking for, right?" Mm-hmm. And I'm looking like, "Oh, what does she mean?" But then when you look at it, like actually look at it, I like the fact that she picked the girls to do it because. So sometimes because she's trying to set a world record, right?
Yeah.
And there's this underlying mentality that people have that global equals Western.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if it's gonna be anything that's global, or it has to be, not from here, or on foreign soil and right? But she doing it here, like in the motherland.
Mm-hmm.
She proved right that global doesn't always equal Western, and that even Nigerian platforms, can validate global recognition. And I like that she did that. Also, it just makes sense, like, in terms of like, what you call audience activation. Like, obviously, there will be vibes, like people will turn up, right, more, and then Nigerians are just like of a different spirit. That's the thing about the average like Nigerian, right? And I think even African as a whole, right? Once you're doing something that has to do with, that has cultural roots, or that has something to do with our history or culture or background, it's like we just show up and show out. Like we're just there for you. Like, oh, babe, you want to champion the motherland? Okay, wow. And on a global level, we are here for you, babes. So I don't know if she would have. Because that's essentially what she's saying. She doesn't know if she would have gotten that level of energy and like vibe and like, audience showing up like that. And like, not just even people showing up, but people appreciating the roots and like, appreciating the motherland as far as, our culture and heritage has had to play in makeup and like, beauty and all of that. So yeah, I think it's really cool, and like kudos to her. That's a lovely thing.
All right, still talking about Thatcher's world record. The events drew a crowd of celebrities, influencers, and public figures who came to show support for her. Rather, among those in attendance were Alex Oyujo, Toke Makinwa, Dabota Losset, Soma Ayama, Slim Case, Ice Prince, Egugo of Lagos, and the special advisor to Lagos State Governor on Tourism, Idris Aregbe. And yes, we also had Z. Yes, one of the celebrities there. We should support
I was there.
Yeah. You don't know? You didn't see yourself?
No,
my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
I saw you now.
Paparazzi really carried me. Shout out to paparazzi. Thank you for doing such a good job. But that is I was there. All right.
All right, let's talk about Nigeria's with Guinness World Records. I mean, I mentioned earlier Hilda Basi, the record achievement, longest cooking marathon by an individual, largest serving of Nigerian style jollof rice. In 2023, she cooked for 93 hours 11 minutes. In 2025, she cooked 8,780 kg of jollof rice. And yes, Tunde Onokoya is also there. Longest chess marathon. Broke the record in New York's Times Square, surpassing 56 hours 9 minutes. Wow. Benga Ezekiel, most skips in 1 minute on one leg, most double under in 1 minute on one leg. Quite confusing right there, but he recorded 278
sorry,
skips.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. I didn't get that. What do you mean? He did what on one leg?
Yes, most skips.
Oh, like 1
jump
minute,
rope.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Most skips in 1 minute on one leg.
Okay.
And most double unders in 1 minute on one leg.
Okay.
Everything one leg, you understand? You get to that?
Okay.
So he recorded 278 skips, single leg, and 144 double unders in 1 minute. Kathy, longest dance party. She led dancers in a 55-hour dance section, setting a Guinness World Record. Wizkid, first Afrobeat track to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify. He entered Guinness via that streaming achievement. Alright, Chukwu Ebuka Ezuga, most touches of a football with abdomen in 1 minute. He did 152 touches in 1 minute. Why are you laughing?
Sorry.
I mean, I said that intentionally because there are others, yeah.
That's a very cool achievement.
I mean, very cool. I mean, looking back at it,
and it sounds funny.
But I mean, there've been questions about the fact that a lot of Nigerians have been pulling up for Guinness World Records.
Right.
But is there any achievement or is there any cash prize attached to it? So, according to the Guinness World Records organization, they don't award cash prizes to record holders.
Yeah.
What they provide is official recognition.
Exactly. You
a
get
certificate,
to work the sands of time.
Exactly. A certificate, global publicity, and listing in the Guinness World Records database or book. Their main goal is to document extraordinary achievements, not to reward them financially. I mean, would you like to try something? I mean, just for recognition.
Right.
Rather than a cash prize.
Okay, you know what? Actually, oh my god, I'm actually going to admit to this on there. But I think if I was going to be in the Guinness Book of Records, this is such a cool question, by the way. Well done, Bobola. But I think I would like to be in it for being able to hold the notes the longest. Mariah Carey has done it. Ariana Grande has done it. I don't know about any Nigerian that has done it.
Okay, holding what?
A note. And hold a note, like a musical note, for like longer than a minute.
I try now. Let's go.
No, I
mean, we still have time now.
I don't have that kind of breath control, man.
Or just give us a little of it, like, is this so bad? My voice is so bad. Oh Jesus! Oh chip.
Of all the things, right? I think the ones that blow my head. You mentioned a lot of like people that got recognition.
Yeah.
But like, what do you mean you're playing chess for like 56 hours, bro?
I mean,
that's a different level of commitment, bro. 56 hours. Yeah, but like 56 hours, and also the one I would never get, bro. How do you dance for like? Because did you take breaks? Yeah. How did you take breaks? Did she take breaks in between? Like there had to be breaks, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
because Hilda Basi, there was a time that she took a break. Okay. She had to drink water. I mean, when you're crying, you take break now. Because you can't just be crying and be cooking. Because there was a time I saw her cry, and I knew she wasn't cooking while crying. So
okay, she was crying from exhaustion. Yeah, I think I saw a clip like that because I didn't get to watch like
exactly. So I don't think she was crying while cooking. You understand? She probably took a break at that point in time.
It's fine if you are worried that her tears got like in your jollof or whatever it is she cooked for you. Don't worry, tears have vitamins, very good vitamins. But seriously,
but you're trying to flip from the question.
I answered
said,
the question.
give me that voice. Just a little snip of it.
Okay, what do you want me to? What do you want me to say?
I mean, I'm not an artist. I would have said, this is it do re mi fa sol la ti do or something. Just go high or go low or something.
Okay,
you're more in this.
You want me to run the scale, the tonic scale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just try that.
I can't take it seriously because I'm just laughing. Do re mi fa sol la ti do la sol fa mi.
That's so nice. That's so nice, right?
Thank you.
I mean, you did a great job. Doing that.
If you say so.
Try it one more time.
Yeah. Do re mi fa sol la ti la sol fa mi re do.
All right, away from that, let's talk about Johnny Drill. I mean, somebody that has that type of your voice.
Oh, yes, wow. That's such a compliment, by the way. That talking about Johnny Drill.
I mean, he should be thinking about featuring on one of his songs. I mean, just to talk about Johnny Drill, he has recalled how he initially struggled to bag a recording deal because of his musical style. He stated that he was pressured by two major record labels who were interested in signing him to change his sound, but he chose to remain authentic right there. The Wait For Me crooner explained that Mavis Records CEO Don Jazzy took a huge gamble by signing him. He emphasized that Don Jazzy signed him primarily because he's a fan of his music and not for profit initially. And speaking in an interview, Johnny Drill said people could never have imagined that a Mavis Records under Don Jazzy would sign an alternative artist like myself. It was weird for a lot of people. There were two other major record labels in Nigeria that wanted to sign me, but the conversation was always around how do we change the sound? How do we make it faster? How do we make it danceable? That's this man. Yes, Johnny Drill. Yeah. Talking about the fact that two record labels wanted to change his sound. And if he had changed his sound, maybe
we would not have Romeo and Juliet. We wouldn't have... I'm sorry, I don't know the name.
I mean, you said it all.
We would have Hallelujah. We won't have... what other song?
Wait For Me. I mean,
exactly. Like, it's
one of the songs.
I really was on Romeo for a long while. They did it in this. There was this movie I saw with this really. Oh my god, I can't remember her name. She's this really cute actress on the low cut. She has the cutest face. She was in Wedding Party. You don't watch movies, but you can't relate. But it was the song Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah. I love it. And then Hallelujah by Simi, sorry.
Yeah.
So we'll have all these songs. And you know what? I'm just glad I stayed true to his sound. I think there's been a couple of artists over the years, the way they always try to, okay, how can we make your sound? How can we do this to your this is not.
Yeah.
But I like that, he stuck with it. And also big ups to Don Jazzy for taking a chance on him, because literally, I won't lie, when I first heard that he was, I was like, when I first heard of him and I heard like Romeo and Juliet and I heard the kind of music he was making, and I'm like, okay, so what's his record label? I'm like, Mavis K.
Yeah, I mean,
where to where, like, oh.
You expect like that banger, that Afrobeat banger, Colaza Man or something.
Exactly. So, and I was like, okay, but like, why? That was my question. So for Don Jazzy to have seen a promise and just took risk on, took that risk, because it is a risk. I mean, of course, Don Jazzy has already like solidified himself in the industry as like somebody that's, let me just say, a life changer. I don't know, like a trajectory resetter. I don't even know what word to use, but like, that was a risk in terms that people already perceive his brand. I don't want to say brand, but like his record label to be this way, to sign these type of artists. I'm sure it might have had, God forbid that it did not go well, it might have had some, so like, you are known for this, and then why did you divert? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And all the things. But the fact that he could, and I think, you know what? I think Don Jazzy just has a thing for like saying promise. Yeah, I feel like he sees it before he signs them. I'm not, that's probably a conspiracy theory. I don't know. But I just feel like he can see your star.
Yeah, because when you look at the artists that are on the Maven's record.
Bro, like
all of them have played their part.
Savage,
Rema, top. These other Arya Star.
Sorry, Arya Star.
Arya Star. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Ladipo.
Like, bro.
And a couple of artists that used to be there. Yanya.
They don't have to be loud too. Like, when I say loud, I mean like they don't have to be in the headlines.
But they're in the mix.
And then they are still relevant. Johnny Drew doesn't like drop a song every other day.
Yeah.
And you won't always hear him in the news. Same thing with Ladipo. But when he drops, you're like, oh my god, his lyrics. Oh, he's actually good at his craft. Okay,
yeah.
You know all the things. So that's what I'm saying. Honestly, he has the ability to see your star and help it to shine.
Now let's talk about Ashake in this mix.
Asaki.
I
really love it that they were
Asaki.
Oh.
You know, when Ashake started, a lot of people were coming out to say that maybe he should have changed his sound. It's more of the Yoruba sound. Why is he speaking Yoruba every time? But then look at Ashake now.
I'm actually mind blown. Why would anybody say that? Like the songs were bangers.
It was all over the internet. A lot of people said, "Oh, as a Nigerian, you need to start speaking maybe English that would cut across every side in the country." But look at Ashake;
he's
right there.
Everywhere though.
Not even Nigeria.
I
global.
did not see the feature with Central C coming. And not in a million years. I'm like, from what to where? Like, do you understand?
Yeah.
Bro, it's so cool. And the thing is, again, I do think that right now, okay, let's say in recent times also, we somehow, I don't know what, I cannot say exactly what like Pioneer did, right? But I'm saying we've broken onto the global scene, right? So like, it's like breaking more and more and pushing like the narrative more. It's getting, I don't want to say easier because obviously it's not been easy. Like people paved the way and all of that. But I'm also saying, now I don't know if any collab will like blow my head again. It's like we're also in the room. Yes, I want to need as in exactly. So like although the one that still blows my mind till today is Burna Boy and then Sia. Jeez. Like from where to where? You didn't hear that song?
I've not listened to it. I would check that out.
You know Sia though, the one that wears the bow and like the wig. Yeah.
But I've not heard of that particular track. But then maybe where we take a breather, I'll go out to listen to it. I'll probably play it for our listeners out there.
Oh my god, I don't know if I remember the name. I just know
I mean, you know the names now, Burna Boy and this, so it
I think it's Come Closer, something like that.
This voice, these are my pressing. Hey God. Alright, so let's talk about Adesua Italy. She talks about the fact that she almost lost her life in June. Yes, a Nollywood star Adesua Italy Wellington has shared details of a life-threatening health scare she experienced in June while in the United Kingdom with her husband, Banky W, and their two sons. In a heartfelt post on Instagram, the actress revealed that she underwent an unexpected surgery that could have cost her life, describing the experience as both terrifying and transformative. Now, I mean, just to talk about the fact that some of these celebrities, they go through certain things, but maybe because they don't post it, they don't say certain things about it. I mean, we don't even get to hear, because most of the time they always come out with looking all fine in their dress and all of it.
That's what people want now. It's not what people want.
Exactly. But I mean, Adesua Italy talking about the fact that she experienced something really, really bad. I mean, it's just all the best. So I thank God she's alive.
I also love the fact that she didn't disclose it, right? Because sometimes you
at that time,
these people no, even now she didn't say what it was.
Yeah.
Right. So I like the fact that they respect themselves enough to keep some things private. Because honestly, you can't get caught up in that life and then you forget that, oh, I can have a private. I feel like sometimes the average celebrity even feels bad for like keeping stuff to themselves. It's like they don't feel like they have a right to a private life anymore. And I'm so happy for those that go the extra mile to keep some things private. Although we do like good gist, there's no lie. But to keep some certain things private, because there's somebody out there who is like probably overthinking or panicking about, oh, should I share this? Should I not share this? Just like a bad person. No, like I'm not going to post the fact that I went to Yasla today to eat amala on social media. It doesn't have to be there. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you do have a right to a private life, and I think experiences like this or celebrities that do this remind others, especially for people that are up and coming and just introduced to like the world of social media and the fact that you always have to be there, there always has to be something about you on the news, all the time. yeah, it's very grounding, I would say. And you know, whatever she went through, we are glad that, you know, God went through that with her and she's fine. Yeah.
All right, this is still Melody 100.7 FM. We're going to take a breather, musical breather. And yes, when we return, we've still got lots of stories to talk about. I mean, on the foreign scene, there's this lady who broke a record. Yes, I'm not going to spell her name out right now. We'll talk about it because she's been breaking records. I know you're forced to talk about it because you're eager to say.
So, no?
Oh, baby, I would ride for you. Slow wine for you. Make I touch my tippy toes. Make I stop out for you. All the things you used to do. I still remember back in December. Was the hottest winter. From the sunrise to midnight. The love they enter. That is why I surrender. There is no contender. From the midnight to sunrise. The love they enter. Touch me now, right now, do you remember the rain? 'Cause I remember the rain. I wanna feel it right now. Touch me now, do you remember the rain? I wanna drown in the rain. Me want me feel it right now. Give me your honey and I put on the show. I'll be your private dancer like I was once before. Spend me with your money, make it fall to the floor. Singing wine on me, wine on me, wine on my wine. Ooh, how does it feel? Yeah, how does it feel? I still remember back in December. Was the hottest winter. From the sunrise to midnight, the love they enter. That is why I surrender. There is no contender. From the midnight to sunrise, the love they enter. Touch me now, right now. Do you remember the rain? 'Cause I remember the rain. I wanna feel it right now. Me now, right now. Do you remember the rain? I wanna drown in the rain. I wanna feel it right now.
What does it feel like loving you? Like a campfire on a cold night. Nothing feels better than this. Than us.
If you say you no feel the love I get for you, my for real. If you say you no see when no be say I be Josie. Story of my life. Without you I know fit to complete them. Don't leave me your door. Oh yeah, open your door. You know till she share. Go, and I want spend it on you. When you go low, happiness all over me. Can I see you tonight? Nobody knows tomorrow. If you know the fight, better hold me back. Nobody here. Yamo, baby my yamo. Oh you want go, Montego, Santorini or Echo. Come over, don't say no. Don't spend my ego. If you know the fight, better hold me tight. Montego, I say away your sorrows. The night is young and time is borrowed. And I see you tonight. Nobody knows tomorrow. If you know the fight, better hold me tight. We'll be here forever. So love me now or never, babe. I know the truth is bitter. So give me something sweeter. Bend it over. All of your woo is over. My baby sweat all over. Over see my mother. All over me, can I see you tonight? Nobody knows
What does it feel like loving you?
Something sweeter, so give me something sweeter. Then it's over, all of your movies over. I do be sweat all over. Oh, I see my mother, won't be forever. So love me now or never. I know the truth is bitter, so give me something sweeter. Then it's over, all of your movies over. I do be sweat all over. Oh, I see my mother.
You say it's good, I say it's great, but it could be better. It always could always be better. You say it's good, but it could be better. It always could always be better. Everything in life could always be better. Don't settle for less, cause then you miss out on more. Everything in life won't always be pleasure. You work for the treasure just to live even more. Cause you say it's good, but it could be better. It always could always be better. Unlike your happiness and live for forever. I'll express my love in the letter. I love you cause you be making me better. You make me feel so much better. It could be good, but it could be better. When I'm with you I feel much better. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Let's lay on the hood and look at the stars and name them whatever. You always call that one Trevor. Since a young one you always been clever. Let's grow old rocking chairs and play checkers. I wanna spend my whole life with you. Without you I feel so blue. I'd probably lose my train of to-dos. All my life I always say it's good, I say it's great, but it could be better. It always could always be better. You say it's good, but it could be better. It always could always be better. Everything in life could always be better. Don't settle for less, cause then you miss out on more. Everything in life won't always be pleasure. You work for the treasure just to live even more.
You said I love you where we have so deep. I love you where we have made me feel so sweet. Baby, you a gangster cause you don't deny me. Love the way you love me, yeah, I really love you, you really love me. They must be blind if they can't see. I'm pouring up, I'll take you high. We best friends and we so fly. Neighbors always come around. When you got me raining down.
You say it's good, I say it's great, but it could be better. It always could always be better. You say it's good, but it could be better. It always could always be better. Everything in life could always be better. Don't settle for less, cause then you miss out on more. Everything in life won't always be pleasure. You work for the treasure just to live even more. Cause you say it's good, but it could be better. It always could always be better. Unlike your happiness and live for forever. I'll express my love in a letter. I love you cause you be making me better. You make me feel so much better. It could be good, but it could be better. When I'm with you I feel much better. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Alright, that was Lily Archie featuring Stefflon Don Better, or rather, such a calm song, and I didn't even expect that it was Liliachi that sang that. All right, this is still the entertainment segment on the Crew Show. Yes, right here on Melody 100.7 FM, and I've still got my mama. All right, yeah, Z.
Mama is cringe. Mama is cringe. Bobola is cringe.
I knew you were going to talk. All right, let's talk about this one as we move straight to the foreign scene. Taylor Swift has become the first artist in history to simultaneously debut a film album and the song at #1 in the United States, a new album, Life of a Showgirl, as the lead single. The Fate of Ophelia debuted on the top of the Billboard 200 and Hot 100 charts, respectively. The extended promotional film Taylor Swift, the official release party of Showgirl, has also topped the US box office this week. Alright, Taylor Swift has also become the first artist in history to occupy the entire top 10 on the Hot 100 on 3 separate occasions. With Life of a Showgirl, she set a new record as the first solo artist in history to achieve 15 #1 albums on the Billboard 200. The album sold 4.002 million units, making it the biggest first week album sales records in the world. Alright, Z. I mean, you've been talking about Taylor Swift.
I haven't been. Don't lie.
When? Before we got in here.
Can't lie, Bobola.
Okay.
All
right. Let me get your take.
Again, this is legendary. I mean, she's always done legendary stuff. Like, she's always doing iconic stuff. Like, it is the Taylor Swift. I mean, Bobola, see, the best thing you can do is like just name your child Taylor or Swift, like one of the two. Like maybe you just tap into. You know, one thing I believe about this woman, apart from the fact that she has amazing work ethic, right? And she's very talented. Like she's a talented singer and songwriter, especially songwriter, right?
Yeah.
But I feel say Mama just get grace, so like she has mad grace. And do you know? Oh my God! Till tomorrow, one of the most iconic moments, right, is when she's coming upstairs to receive a Grammy, and then she receives the Grammy while simultaneously announcing the drop of her album. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm getting accolades, but like I got more coming. Like
exactly, yeah.
Like it was crazy. I mean, come on, I can't even begin to like break down the revenue like stream impact of this, because like it's I mean, to have all of them, because she debuted the album along with like a time limited docu series, right? Sorry, what I meant was a time limit cinema event, right, that also topped the Billboard. Obviously the album topped and then the movie topped. It's just crazy because you have maximized streams in so many different ways. You know, you're going to be selling vinyl. They've already sold like 4 million units. I think billion, like worldwide. And like she just broke a box office record. She's breaking a Billboard record. And at the same time, she's like, you know, I
think that's what really makes it special. The fact that she's crossing music, fame, and song space and dominating all at once.
Simultaneously, like, bro, she just like. She's crazy talented. She's always been.
Yeah.
And then this particular album, right, Life of a Showgirl, she wrote it with Martin Shell and oh my God, what's the name of this guy? Something. They're this Swedish duo that also like, you know, wrote her 2012 track Red, and then I think 2014 Reputation. Oh my God, I'm not as well versed in her discography as I used to be, or you know, but no, she's been steady making record and being iconic since day one. Like she's the queen. She's literally the queen of pop. Like you cannot pass her by. And like I'm telling you, just give her 1 more year. She will tell this record. Like she's like,
and she's only 35 years.
Bro, she's achieved a lot. And you know the funny thing, now she's also like adding supplementary material, right? So she's going to release like a 6-episode docu-series that's going to cover her last tour, the New Era tour, something like that, and like give us a span of the whole thing since then. I mean, she's gotten engaged, she's gotten married recently, and fans have been worried that she'll like make less music, but she's assured us that no, she's
not gonna affect it.
Yeah. So.
All right. On that note, yeah, your parting shot. It's time to go.
Yes, a nice way to shut me off. And Mr. Dan is here rolling his finger, his hands as always.
Okay. So you're not going to thank anybody. You're not going to say thank you to me, even Mr. Daniel, that you just mentioned.
You know what? Thank you to our strict studio headmaster, Mr. Dan. Right? Thank you to Bobola Ikufemi for, I don't know. What am I thanking you for, Bobola?
I don't get it.
Thank you to
everyone listening out there too.
Unit. I don't know the names, but thank you so much for making sure this goes well. And thank you guys, our listeners, for making this section worthwhile. Thank you.
All right. Thank yous to everyone listening out there. Special thanks to Daniel Adeyemi, the studio manager for today, and also the man at the production. That's Timothy. And the engineers, both of them on deck, Amos 33, and my brother, right there, Moses, doing justice to all of it. That has to do with engineering. All right, I'm Akin Bobola Egufemi. Good evening.